Hello and welcome to Dropoly for the iPhone and iPod Touch. We'll be showing you in this video some internal gameplay, and we will be showcasing the 4 predefined modes we have for you to play. So to actually start a game, you must select, of course, the start game option on the main screen, and you'll be presented with one of the 3 predefined options plus a custom option for you to play. We did this because we found that Dropoly was actually quite flexible as a game. You could have a setting that really resembles an arcade mode in which you have a smaller pit, more time pressure, and you actually clear lines more easily because the pit is smaller and it's really fun to play for a quick game. Or you could have really large puzzles which are more complex, more brain challenge than arcade, and allow you to play for an extended amount of time, for a larger period of time if you want to. So we ended up having flat fun, which is really simple, really easy, with 3x3x10 field and a flat block set. We have 3D Mania, which is a 5x5x12 field, and really adds a little bit of 3D sense to the blocks using the basic block set. And we have Out of Control, which is a really wacky experience because not only you have the extended block set, which is really complex, but you have a a more shallow field in which you only have 10 cubes deep. Finally, we have the custom options that allow you to play the game really to your liking, to customize any field. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll show you a little bit of both. So I'll just click on Flat Fun. You'll see that it's a 3x3x10 field, and it's using the flat block set, and really starting on the level 1, which is really slow. I can go back to the main screen here and start a new game, and I can select 3D Mania for you to see. You'll see that this uses the basic block set. You can't see it here using this brick, but some of the bricks have more of the 3D feel to them. And I can start a game using the Out of Control predefined setting, to which you really see that you have some weird blocks, such as this one here on the next preview, or this here on screen, for example. Okay, so it's 5x5x10 deep. What I'll do is that I'll show you a customized game, one of my favorites actually. I'll go to options, I'll select, well, 4x4x12. I actually find that gaming settings with the triple of depth that they have on width or height are actually quite fun to play, and I'll select flat because I really like to mimic the original Tetris polycubes. So I'll go back and I'll do a start game, and I'll select my custom settings, which are the ones I'll be using to actually showcase you the game. So I'll select this, and here I am, 4x4x12 on a flat block set. So this is Dropoly. To actually play Dropoly, you can, as you've seen on the tutorial, you can tap on a brick and drag it around the screen and select the final position for it to rest, and then double tap on it to send it downwards. You can actually select it here, drag it around, and then off it goes to the final position. I'll actually leave it there to explain you the main game controls. So you have on the upper side, you have the score. The scoring is pretty close, if not equal to the original BlockOut, and it's exactly the same than most open source clones for the original BlockOut. So you'll be quite familiar with this scoring. You have the number of cubes that you already played, so 3 + 1 = 4. You have the level that you're on, so level basically equals speed and scoring, and this is level 1, which is basically a good balance to start with. Oh, there goes another brick. I'll just put it here and let it go down slowly. And you have the iScore, which basically represents the highest score you got on this specific iPhone or iPod. On the lower side, you'll have the brick set, which we're using to play. You have an indication, a preview for the next brick to come up, and you'll have the pit size you're playing with. Finally, on the right side, you have this bar here, and this area represents how many levels, how many cubes are you already occupying on the pit area. So right now we are only occupying 1, so it will only show you a small bar down here. So, but imagine that I would put this brick here on this position, which would be quite dumb, but then again I could do that. I'll just send it downwards, and when it reaches the bottom, you'll see that one extra bar was added here, because this means that you're already occupying 2 cubes deep on your gameplay. So more stuff you can do with the bricks. You've seen me dragging them, pretty much like what I'm doing here. You can send them downwards with a double tap, just like this, and you can obviously rotate them. This is the case, no, actually not this one, I'll put it here and send it downwards. And but in this case there's no easy way that I could actually fit this brick neither here nor here, so I would rotate it. How can I do this? Using these handlers, these 4 handlers I have here. I can tap them and drag them over, and the brick rotates in the direction I just dragged my tap, and then I can send it downwards after obviously dragging it across screen. I'll repeat the same for this piece here, click and double tap, off it goes. And whoop, there you go, I've cleared the line. So I could just keep on playing and sending bricks downwards, pretty much like here, like here. Well, I have some practice, so I can do this a bit faster. You'll see that sometimes these handlers are closer to the brick, sometimes they're a bit less close. Why is that? Because our algorithm, really tries to see whether you could manipulate this brick appropriately using the depth and the bit size you're having, and whenever you could not manipulate such a brick, it puts the handlers a bit closer so that you can eventually manipulate it even at that configuration. I'll just drop it just like that. Another line, nice, I'm getting a good score here, and I could eventually just keep on playing for any amount of time as long as I could keep up with the level ups and the speed, the increasing speed. If at any time I want to pause the game, I can click pause here, and it'll show me the high score while the game is paused. Why does it show me the high score while the game is paused? So that you can't cheat. So that any pausing player cannot see the game state and then figure out the best way to actually put a brick afterwards. So after I do resume, I'm able to actually see the game again. I can rotate my brick again, and off it goes. How can you rotate the brick? You can rotate it alongside, you can rotate it against the brick, and you can rotate it in a different axis, so that the brick rotates in the proper direction. So there you go, click, click, tap, 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 off it goes. You can rotate it this way and then this way and drop it there. So that's pretty much it for the Dropoly experience. I'll just do pause here, main menu, and it's only fair that, as usual, I show you the credit screen saying that most of the development and design was done by Andreas, with the help of Hugo Pinto and Antonio Lourinho, and using music from Torben Nordgossen, which did the Tetris clone music from the late 80s, early 90s. Thank you for viewing, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.